So we showed up, and it was awesome.
So awesome.
It was awesome. It was also very difficult for me, anyways. I did the obstacle course, and you'll see all this online. This will be a really, really, really awesome piece of content.
Two. Right?
Two. Yeah, we're gonna split it into two. Obstacle courses, firearms training, rappelling, fast roping, just a bunch of really athletic, like military based training. And it was cool to see military training firsthand. You hear about our military, you hear about our army. To see these guys talk about their country and the way their passion for freedom, it affects you
massively.
It affects you. The one main guy we were working with, his name is
Dom Rosso. He is another very well known member of the military. He is a legitimate SEAL Team 6 member, former SEAL Team 6 member, as you know, the most prestigious special ops team in the world. This is the team that killed bin Laden. This is the team that found Saddam Hussein. Like, they are the cream of the crop.
Real deal.
Like, these are the guys that fucking sneak up in the middle of the night and do shit that we don't want to know about so that we can do this show.
Yep.
And this guy is very, very well known and very, very proficient with high grade firearm technology. He's extremely combat capable. And honestly, like, I don't think there's a person in the world that I would have rather have learned how to
ever
disarm a person that, you know, is trying to hurt you, or, you know, he taught us how to shoot our ARs and be proficient with handguns. I mean, and by the way, every person that worked with us was in some way a special ops.
Every single person. Yeah.
Do you guys feel like if someone ran through the garage door right now, just I don't know if I can say that.
Just like any threat. You're saying any threat.
If any threat happens,
scenario.
Could you disarm someone right now?
Absolutely.
We feel much better than I personally feel much better than I ever have in my life for that type of activity.
Just like a safety, thinking on your feet thing. Like they told me before we did the camp that they were going to push me to a level and evolve me and transform me. And I was like, okay, man, like, I've been through a lot of shit mentally and physically. I went through boxing camp, survived like X amount of scandals. Like, I've been through the fucking ringer, and they put me through the ringer, dude. Like, they pushed me. I remember on the second day I was doing the obstacle course for like the 7th time. By the way, the obstacle course is fucking, it is so hard. It is so, not to mention with the 25-pound bulletproof vest on and the AR.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I opted not to do it. And he's doing it with like, I did little sections, and I did the course without many of the obstacles, and I did some of the obstacles by themselves. But when you combine all of them, he did it with the 30-pound plates, with the AR, with a loaded handgun. He was climbing over cargo nets that were like 6 stories high.
It is so hard. And I got to the end, and Tim, he's like, great job. You see, you're standing up straight. You're not tired like you were yesterday. Because the first time I ran the course, I blew it. Like, it was so hard. I sucked at it. And I was like, thanks, Tim. He goes, you ready to go again? I was like,
brought him right back to the beginning.
It's
raining. It's raining. And by the way, in between every obstacle, you're doing 12 pull-ups. You're doing burpees. Like, it's a disaster. And he comes back and he does the fucking course again. 45
minutes of just shooting, climbing, training, push-up, burpees, pull-ups. And they would throw flashbangs in when I was
real
in some structure.
Flashbangs.
Like, bro, it was crazy. That was the first 2 days. The second day we did simulated scenarios where we had to save a hostage for one of them.
We had to clear rooms, like, and all of this, like, all of this is rooted the entire time in the why. That was the biggest thing they wanted to give us the entire time, is why are we doing this? Okay, like, the biggest thing that dawned on me from being with these guys for 4 days or 5 days there in Virginia was, we live in this fickle society. And I said this on the last day when we were standing in front of the Navy SEALs monument, memorial, which was built to honor these guys that gave everything, gave their lives. And that's what the memorial is for. You'll never hear their names. The stars are there. You'll never hear their names. And standing with these guys, I told him in front of the memorial, I said, we live in this fickle fucking world where everything is based on likes and clout and money and all of this fucking bullshit. And to see him and to hear him and to feel how dedicated he is to this country and to honoring the people that have come before him and to honoring and loving his wife and his children. and what he's willing to do to protect this country so that people like us can do the fickle bullshit that we fucking do every day had a massive, massive, massive impact on me.
Yeah.
Massive. And honestly, when I came back, even though a lot of it has slightly trickled away, now that I'm back in the bubble, as we call it, I still have a piece of it inside of me that makes me want to be just slightly fucking better, dude. Because these guys live every second of their day dedicated and committed to making this world a better place. And it's shocking. It's a shock to your system, bro.
It is unbelievable. That's what I'm saying. Like, even just experiencing the slightest taste of like their mindset and being around them it's contagious, it's inspiring, it's motivational, it's fascinating, to be honest. And yeah, just being around them for the minute 72 hours that we were with them, where we become slightly better as human beings, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm sure if you're watching this and you follow us on Instagram, you saw some of our sentiment on both Twitter and Instagram the day after we left. And I thoroughly will say it once again. I say it from my heart, and I actually truly mean this. Thank you so much to every service member, armed service member, military member that's watching the show right now. I know they are our fans. We have a lot of fans in that community.
Yeah.
I have a brother-in-law
Major
who's
shout out.
about to redeploy in the Navy. We've got family members. Danny's got family members. You know,
Greg Paul was served in Army National Guard.
I think he told me that. Yeah, I think he told me that. So we all have family members, and honestly, like, massive thanks. And this is not some fucking bullshit just to say it type thing. Like, I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I believe and I hope that in 2020 we can start doing more to give back to that community, because it is so vital.
I was gonna say we need to include the armed forces in our 2020 for the rest of our life, our initiatives and
It's so easy to take that for granted, man.
You don't think about it, right?
No.
You don't think about the guys in the front lines who are risking their lives.
I did
so
because my dad,
you can have your freedom.
That's the only reason, though.
Yeah.
If I didn't have my dad serving in Kuwait and Iraq, like, I wouldn't think about those things.
I didn't know Bob did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Bob put it up like that. Yeet.
Yeah, he's a G. But dude, I mean, looking at the situation now, it like gives me a whole, in Iran, it gives me a whole different perspective, because, before you jump on the trains of like all these politicians rushing to use it for their agenda, like you gotta pay your respects, like at the end of the day, people are willing to go overseas and fight for us.
Yeah.